The global entertainment world seemed to pause once again when Kim Taehyung, better known as V of BTS, appeared in a performance that was simple, yet left an extraordinary resonance. There was no grand announcement, no magnificent stage, and no excessive concept. And yet, simply by sitting calmly, wearing an elegant suit and uttering one gentle sentence about love, Taehyung once again proved that he is a phenomenon that cannot be explained by the logic of the entertainment industry alone. He did not merely appear. He transformed the atmosphere, stirred emotions, and created a moment that felt timeless. In footage that circulated a few hours after the interview took place, Taehyung appeared with an aura that was impossible to ignore. His hair looked slightly damp, his face calm, and his gaze radiated a distinctive warmth. When asked about love, he did not respond with complicated metaphors or dramatic stories. Instead, he smiled and said, "I think loving someone because they're cute is the most appealing thing to me." The sentence flowed naturally, without pretense, as if it were merely a spontaneous thought. Yet the world received it as something far greater. Within minutes, the statement spread across the globe. Social media was flooded with interpretations, video clips, and emotional reactions from fans and the general public alike. On X, Twitter, Weibo, and TikTok, Taehyung's name once again became a global trending topic. What was striking, however, was that the conversation was not limited to visual praise or superficial admiration. Many discussed the meaning behind the word cute that he used. For Taehyung, cute was not merely about physical appearance, but about sincerity, emotional honesty, and an unfiltered human side. This is what makes Taehyung so unique. In an entertainment industry that often emphasizes perfection, luxury, and tightly curated images, Taehyung instead chooses simplicity as his language. He does not attempt to sell a grand love story or an exaggerated romantic image. He speaks about small feelings that nearly everyone has experienced, the warmth felt when encountering someone sincere, pure, and endearing in their own way. Many fans wrote that his words felt like a gentle embrace in a world that moves too fast and is far too noisy. The global reaction to his statement extended well beyond the fandom. International media began quoting his words as one of the most honest and human expressions ever spoken by a global pop star. In Japan, several cultural columnists connected it to the concept of kawaii, which is understood not merely as an aesthetic, but as an emotional expression and a form of empathy. In Europe, cultural observers described Taehyung as a rare example of a modern celebrity who can still speak the language of feelings, rather than image alone. Yet Taehyung's appeal did not stop at his words. His appearance that day also became a major topic of discussion. He wore a soft gray pinstripe suit with a modern, classic cut, paired with glossy black leather pants. The combination created an impression that was contrasting yet harmonious, elegant yet bold, mature yet still carrying a childlike touch that is uniquely Taehyung. Fashion editors from various countries praised his look as a perfect blend of European sophistication and Korean charm. GQ Korea even referred to the look as the Taehyung effect in motion, a term describing how every small gesture he makes is capable of creating a significant impact. The way he sat, smiled, or simply glanced at the camera felt natural and unforced. Yet that very authenticity was what made him so captivating. Many commented that Taehyung never appears to be trying to look charming. He simply is, as if that allure has always been a part of him. The impact of that appearance was tangible in the fashion world. The jacket he wore reportedly sold out across multiple premium fashion platforms within hours. Searches related to Taehyung's outfit surged dramatically, and global fashion communities began dissecting every detail of his style. Many described this as a form of soft power in fashion, where Taehyung does not need to be extreme or experimental to influence trends. He simply appears, and the world follows. At the same time, Taehyung's name once again shook the international music industry through the release of the velvet red vinyl from the Korean version of the album Erarang. The vinyl achieved an extraordinary milestone by becoming the only solo release by a BTS member to enter two prestigious categories on Amazon Japan: bestseller and hot new releases in the Asian pop category. This achievement surprised not only fans, but also music industry analysts. The Japanese market is known as one of the most competitive and selective music markets in the world. The fact that Taehyung's vinyl was able to penetrate and dominate those charts was seen as clear evidence of his global appeal. Notably, buyers of the vinyl were not limited to BTS fans or ARMY. Many music collectors and vinyl enthusiasts in Japan described the release as a living work of art, even calling it one of the most elegant vinyl releases ever produced by a K-pop artist. On international forums such as Reddit and The Coup, discussions about Taehyung centered on two main points: his striking visuals and the historic success of his vinyl. Yet the common thread running through all these discussions was the same conclusion: that Taehyung possesses a personal magnetism that transcends group labels or marketing strategies. He is not merely selling music, but emotions, stories, and experiences. Many industry observers noted that achievements like this are rare for solo artists emerging from a major group. Typically, the shadow of the group remains overwhelming. In Taehyung's case, however, he has successfully built a strong artistic identity in his own way. He does not distance himself from BTS, but neither does he rely entirely on the group's name. He moves at his own rhythm, and the world seems content to follow his steps. What makes the Taehyung phenomenon even more compelling is how he influences people beyond the entertainment sphere. On that day, fans from various countries sent messages of love, flowers, and even made charitable donations in Taehyung's name. Some referred to it as Global Taehyung Love Day, a spontaneous expression born from a shared sense of warmth. His quote about cute and simple love transformed into a viral slogan, appearing in edited videos, fan art, and community-made merchandise. In Japan, Taehyung's quote began appearing in various popular media and was even discussed in the context of popular psychology. Many highlighted how he managed to express complex emotions using remarkably simple language. For the public, this further reinforced the idea that Taehyung is not only an idol with extraordinary visuals, but also an individual with a depth of thought rarely found in the modern celebrity world. Visually, the camera that focused on Taehyung's face captured small details that strengthened this impression. His sharp jawline, calm expression, and relaxed yet refined posture created the image of a mature man at peace with himself. Many fans wrote that seeing Taehyung at that moment felt like watching someone who is truly present, without masks or roles. The transition of Taehyung's image from a cheerful young idol to an elegant and reflective global figure also became a fascinating topic of discussion. The gray pinstripe suit he wore was seen as a symbol of a new phase in his artistic journey. Paired with glossy black leather pants, the style conveyed a subtle, not aggressive, artistic boldness. It was a style that spoke without shouting, a characteristic that deeply reflects Taehyung himself. As global media, from Billboard News to Japan's NHK, began reporting on this phenomenon, one thing became increasingly clear. Taehyung's appeal is no longer confined to fan communities. He has become a global pop culture symbol capable of bridging music, fashion, art, and human emotion. He exemplifies how an artist can remain relevant and influential without constantly creating sensational spectacles. Ultimately, this moment felt like a gentle reminder of who Kim Taehyung truly is. He is someone capable of making the world fall in love simply by being himself. In every word he speaks and every gaze he offers, there is an honesty that is difficult to fabricate. In a world that is fast-paced and full of distractions, Taehyung's presence feels like a calming pause. And perhaps that is why the world continues to return to him. Not because he is perfect, but because he is real. Not because he always speaks loudly, but because his words feel sincere. Kim Taehyung is not merely an idol or a global artist. He is a reflection of simple yet profound human emotion, a uniqueness that cannot be replicated and an influence that will continue to echo far beyond a single viral moment.